Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Do not forget, 100% viewer funded. It's all about you. If there's no you, there's no me. Links will be in the description box. All you have to do is stick your hand all the way up inside your generosity, feel around, and pull something out for me. Greatly appreciated. You guys truly do help keep the lights on up in this piece. I've mentioned this before, and this is a shining example. This is the perfect example of when you open your phone and you see the latest unbelievable thing that Biden has let slip out of his quivering old lips. What did he say now? What in the hell? What word did he make up? What word did he quit halfway through? What racist, senile shit did he say now? So, and of course, there will be a link in the description box so you can lay eyes on this bullshit yourself, if you haven't already. Apparently, he was at some Congressional Black Caucus bullshit event. Look, Congressional Black Caucus, I did some research, and they're supposed to help with the plight of Black Americans and help African Americans, blah, blah, blah. They've been around since 1971. They haven't done shit. They were in effect for 2 years before Roe v. Wade. Did nothing to help the decline of the births of black children. Nothing. Crime, families, education, they've done nothing. So what are they for? They're like tonsils. They're like an appendix. They're like a sixth finger if you're the dude from Princess Bride. You can do without it. We can do without the Congressional Black Caucus. And this wasn't the only pandering. We, black folks, aren't the only ones that they threw a pandering bone to. You have an Asian caucus, a fucking Mexican caucus, indigenous, Native American, blah, blah, blah caucus. They are unnecessary. They are a weapon to browbeat those with authority to give them a few crumbs off of their table. They are used to intimidate the weak corporations, companies, other elected officials, selected officials, to get them to do what they want. We didn't listen to the Congressional Black Caucus. We didn't take their phone calls. We sneezed in their direction. Anything, and you will be called a racist. So for those who are afraid to be painted with that brush, the Congressional Black Caucus is there to intimidate them. But they're useless. So they had an awards night or some shit. That's not the point. The point is what was said on stage after Sloppy Joe got up there with LL Cool J. And I don't think you even need to be a fan of rap to know who LL Cool J is. He's been in movies. He's been on CSI, whichever town that is. Miami, New York, Los Angeles, I don't know. But he's been on the CSI or NCIS. Is that what it is? The one with Mark, what's the guy's name? Mark, some shit. Anyway, yeah, he's been on like NCIS for years. So a lot of people who don't even listen to rap music or never have know who LL Cool J is. Apparently Sloppy Joe did not. Because Sloppy Joe got in front of a hot microphone. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Testes, 1, 2. Testes, testes. It's hot. He got in front of that microphone and he said, and something like, and another artist who's, helped paint the landscape of rap music in America, some bullshit. He says, LLJ Cool J, direct quote, LLJ Cool J, that's what he said. And that was only the appetizer. That wasn't even the entree. The best part of what he said was immediately after he says, That boy that man has arms as big as my thighs. Rewind, Sloppy Joe. What did you call him? That boy. I don't know how you explain that away. Even if you take the racial element out of it, and I think it's pretty well documented that Joe Biden is a racist. Even if you take the racial element out of it, even if LL Cool J was another white man, there's still a level of disrespect there. Why would you call him boy? You don't do that. You don't refer to another man that you respect as boy. But being that Sloppy Joe has made tons of racist comments on camera about the Indian store owners, Barack Obama being the first clean, articulate black person, Jungles. If you don't know whether you want to vote for me or Trump, and you ain't black. And he was at some kind of function, I think, at the White House, and he called some black dude. He's in front of some HBCU bullshit committee or something, and he referred to a black dude in the audience as boy. He learned a lot about roaches, and poor kids are just as smart as white kids. And I've worked my whole career helping the black and brown and the veteran, people who don't have high school diplomas, all kinds of shit. And that's only the shit we heard. I'm sure Sloppy Joe, a few drinks behind him and a couple good sniffs of some 7-year-old follicles, he'll go off. But he called LL Cool J a boy. And of course, the people in the audience sat there like the trained seals they are. They just threw him a couple anchovies and they, and they clapped. All these black puppets that they have didn't say shit. I didn't hear Jay-Z say nothing. I didn't hear Jay-Z say anything. I don't hear any of these other black keyboard warriors for Sloppy Joe say shit. Didn't hear nothing from Samuel L. Jackson. I didn't hear anything from Black Twitter. I didn't hear anything from the mainstream mediocres. But again, the lapdog, the watchdog is now the lapdog. They're all in cahoots. Politicians, entertainment, news, academia. They're all in cahoots. They're all in this big pile of writhing, sweating, moaning bodies. They're fingering, sucking, fucking each other. They're all one. So, of course, they're not going to call him to the carpet. Where are all these rappers? Where are all these black rappers making songs saying, fuck Joe Biden, he's a racist? Where are they? Could you imagine? Let's just go to Fantasyland. Let's rewind a few years. And what do you think would happen at the height of the media, the mainstream media, and politicians just foaming at the mouth for Trump? They have Trump rabies. They are foaming at the mouth and they are mentally unstable. At the height of that, every word Trump said, oh, he's a racist, I told you, it's a dog whistle. At the height of that, if Trump said, and number one, I think Trump would be able to say LL Cool J without saying LLJ Cool J. You just wait till you see it. It's embarrassing. Like if you could take embarrassing and make a human out of it, there you go. Sloppy Joe is 100% embarrassment. And just imagine if Trump called him a black celebrity boy. Oh, you kidding me? Every news outlet would have to have an NC-17 rating. Because the talking heads on all those shows on MSNBC, CNN, and all that bullshit, they would be fingering themselves online. He called him boy. We called him. No amount of explaining, reasoning, rationing, or rationale would get them away from would pull them away from their ecstasy. And Jericho, why would you say they're all fingering themselves? There are some men that work on those channels. No, there aren't. Even those men have vaginas. You mean tell me Jake Tapper doesn't have a vagina? Come on. That thing's fat. He has a fat monkey. They would be fingering themselves to orgasmic bliss if Trump said at some award show or anywhere, that boy or that man has arms as big as mine. Why is it always something physical? He always, when he was in Maui trying to stay awake after the wildfires. Oh, this guy, I met him. I was like, you're big enough to play for, I don't know, some school. Like, why is it always about size? He always has to point that out. It's so stupid. But go ahead, check it out. Sloppy Joe called LL Cool J, LLJ Cool J, boy. Of course he did. We're witnessing an old man losing his mind in real time. This is the tip of the iceberg. You know how much longer we have with this jackass in office? We have over a year. Do you know how much of a decline there's going to be with his mental faculties over the next calendar year? In 6 months, he'll be saying, nigger. You watch. Sloppy Joe is going to have a terrible fall, and his mind is just going to accelerate down Senility Boulevard. Pedal to the metal. This is nothing. This man's mind and mouth are disconnecting at a record pace. Whatever comes into his mind is going to come flowing out of his mouth, and I will be right here to enjoy it. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they keep calling black people boy. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. Hit that Teespring link for some merch. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.